Hello, SpongeGex here with a short video about a new video game idea I came up with, one that I'd love to see happen someday. So, I was revisiting the game Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 actually, but the game's for PS4, but it works on PS5, and so it's one of those Dynasty Warrior spin-offs. Aside from Hyrule Warriors, I never really played any of the Dynasty Warrior games, but what drew me into this one in particular was that it included a few interesting guest players, including Ryu and Mumji from Ninja Gaiden, Ayane and Kasumi from Dead or Alive. But the guest character who really stood out to me in this entry was my favorite fighter from the SoulCalibur franchise, Sophidia. Aside from that awful SoulCalibur Legends game for Wii, this is one of the only games where you can run around and fight as Sophidia in 3D. Compared to Legends, it feels so good to do it in Warriors Orochi 3. Not perfect, it is kind of sluggish, but to be fair, all Warrior games are really slow-paced, movement-wise. But it has much better controls, no faulty motion controls, and a lot better combat. This led me to wondering, after all these years, why haven't we gotten a SoulCalibur Warriors game, similar to the Zelda or Fire Emblem Warrior crossovers we've gotten? I mean, God, Zelda's already gotten 3 of them, a third one coming out, and then there's already been 2 Fire Emblems Warrior games, so SoulCalibur would be perfect for this. So many characters to choose from across 6 mainline games, not to mention the guest fighters that appeared in those games, like Link from The Legend of Zelda, Heihachi from Tekken, Spawn, 2B from Nier Automata, and so many more. Legends barely had any playable characters, which left many fans disappointed to see their favorite characters not included. Fans of Kilik or Sung Mina didn't get to fight around with a staff or a halberd. Maxi didn't get to use his nunchucks. You didn't get to slice enemies with Zaslomel's scythe. The list goes on. A SoulCalibur Warriors game would be perfect to let us run around and slay enemies as our favorite soul fighters. I would love to not only try and include as many characters as possible, but also include their costumes from past games, even the alternate costumes. Admittedly, some of the outfits are very similar to each other, like Sophidia's outfit from 1 and 2 are practically the exact same thing, so I can understand if they have to choose one over the other, or try mixing the two together, choosing which fits best from each outfit into one. That's understandable, but it would also be neat to see a Create a Soul brought into this game. I mean, Create a Soul is one of the best character creators in a fighting game, period, and so if this were included in a Warriors game, I think this might mark the first time you had a custom character creator in a Dynasty Warriors game. I could be wrong. Again, I've never really played any of them. I've only played the crossovers of Zelda and Fire Emblem, and, of course, Warriors Orochi 3. So, I doubt every character from the past would be able to return. I mean, as much as I'd love to see Link come back, most game companies seem to be against having console-exclusive content nowadays. So the only way I would see Link coming back is if this game were a Switch 2 exclusive. And I doubt that Disney would be willing to lend Yoda, Darth Vader, or Starkiller back into this series. With how protective they are of their IP, I bet like they'd take a look at a character like Ivy and be like, yeah, I don't see Yoda being appropriate for a game like this. So, yeah, I don't see that happening, but man, SoulCalibur 4, that was such a bizarre game. It was so bizarre for them to let Star Wars into that. Like, I don't know how that deal went through, but it's a shame that that game is basically lost to time. I mean, you can't get it digitally anymore. They're not going to re-release it ever, I bet. So, yeah, it's kind of a shame. The only people who can still play that is if they still have an Xbox 360 or a PS3, and they still have a copy lying around. But so, I don't want this video to go on for too long. I just couldn't help but revisit Warriors Orochi 3, replay as Sophidia, and be reminded of a game that we never got. Would you love to see a SoulCalibur Warriors game someday? What character would you play as? What guest fighter would you love to see make their debut in a Dynasty Warriors game or a SoulCalibur game? Leave a comment below if you would like. Are there any other Warrior spin-offs you would love to see someday? Personally, I've always wanted to see like a Kingdom Hearts Warriors game. I mean, Disney and Final Fantasy characters fighting off Heartless. That sounds like a Warriors game right there. A Mario and Sonic crossover game. So instead of having a Mario Warriors or Sonic Warriors, I just want both of them to crossover. So you have like Mario fighting off Badniks or Sonic fighting off Bowser's army. so many characters you could choose from, good and bad guys, and yeah, that would be a really fun one. And then, without going too long, I'll also say a Pokemon Warriors game where you just fight off armies of Pokemon. That would be kind of fun. Anyways, that's all I have to show for now. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and have a great day.